What's up, YouTube gamers? Bonfire here, bringing you a Gamecite first impressions. And I've got some Black Ops 2 gameplay playing for you, and it's a good one at that, where I'm playing Demolition on the map Express. And I go 41-15 in this match, and I don't know what it was on the day I was playing, or the evening I should say, but I was just on fire. And I know you guys know what I'm talking about, when you just are just hitting it every single game on that night, you're just feeling it. And I'm using the Chikom CQB with that nice graffiti camo, and like I said, I do work here, so I hope you guys enjoy the gameplay. But yesterday we had a really big day with the Call of Duty Ghosts multiplayer reveal, and what a reveal it was. So I kind of wanted to go over some of my first impressions from the reveal and some of my likes and dislikes from what we saw in some of those announcements. So overall, though, I thought it was a great presentation, and it did what it was supposed to do. It let us know a lot of great aspects about the game. It got me pumped about the game. Yes, I am finally excited for Call of Duty Ghosts. Finally, this is what I've been wanting to see. And I'm really starting to like these game companies holding their own press conferences, specific events, to let us know details about some of these big AAA titles. I'm really enjoying that, except for the fact that they do it while I'm at work, and that frustrates me. But regardless, let's hop into it. I'm going to start with some dislikes from some of the announcements of the multiplayer reveal, starting with the dynamic maps. Now, I thought it was going to be a lot more like Battlefield 4 with fully destructible environments that would change the gameplay and really bring in a new aspect to the game. But that's not what was announced. The dynamic maps, basically what they said it is that there's only certain sections within the map or certain areas that are destructible or can be manipulated is probably a better term that I should be using. And that's a little disappointing to me, because like I said, I expected fully destructible environments, but only certain aspects are going to be destructible or manipulated. And from what they told us, that doesn't impress me much. And I feel like after a couple matches that you're going to understand what's destructible, what's not, and it's not really going to have an effect on the overall gameplay. However, I will say about the maps, though, that they did say they're going to be shipping with a 14 of total maps, a total of 14 maps. And that's awesome. I think that's a great amount. Hopefully it adds a lot of variety. And some of the gameplay that we did see, it seems like the maps have a design similar to Modern Warfare 3, which in my personal opinion is far more superior than Black Ops 2, because it's not as linear and symmetric, I guess is a better way to put it. Now, next on my dislike list is the graphics. There's hyping up this next-gen engine and saying how awesome it is, how great it's going to look, and from what I saw, it doesn't look that next-gen. It doesn't look that much more superior than Black Ops 2, if really at all. And I don't feel like it's as great as they're saying, and that's disappointing to me, because if you're going to talk this up, you better have something to back it up, and that's not what I'm seeing here. Now, I do know that an article on IGN, it states, and I quote, "DICE's Frostbite Engine 3 in Battlefield 4 put COD Ghosts to shame." So even these guys are saying that the graphics are not that impressive, and that's a shame. You know, that's unfortunate when you're talking up this next-gen engine. Next on the list is the push for a mobile Call of Duty Elite. They're obviously spending a lot of time, because they took about 10 minutes of the reveal to talk about Call of Duty Elite, because it's coming back. They're going to bring it to mobile platforms so you can mess with your classes, do all kinds of different stuff, on the go. And to me, that doesn't interest me at all. I will probably never use this, and I could care less about messing with my classes while I'm not actually on my console. To me, that means nothing to me. Lastly is that from the gameplay that we did see, it looks even more faster paced than Black Ops 2. Now, I know Call of Duty has always been a typically faster paced gameplay, and that's one of the appealing factors about Call of Duty, but I feel like with every iteration of Call of Duty, it gets faster and faster and faster. And this holds true to that, and to me that's a little disappointing because I liked it when it was a little slower. You had to be more tactical and think about your movements instead of just run and gun, and it's all about your reflexes. So I'm a little disappointed to see us continuing the trend with going even more faster paced, but nothing much I can do about it. Now on to some of the likes, because there is a lot of great things that I liked to take away from this presentation. First off is character customization. They've introduced and went over what seems to be a very in-depth character customization to where you can create what your character looks like, and you can even be a girl character for all you girl gamers out there. That's really cool. And one of the things that they said is that there's 20,000 possible combinations for your character. And I'm very excited to play with this and kind of have just a see what everyone else does and just create a unique character. One of the things I am hoping for is that there's unlockables within this, because I feel like if you do a certain task and are able to unlock maybe a new helmet or something, I think it's going to add longevity to the game, and I think it's going to be very exciting and just create more longevity. That's the best way I can put it, longevity to the game. Now, another thing that I enjoyed is that they adopted a similar system to Black Ops 2 Pick 10 system. And I'm excited because this is one of the things I wanted to see in Call of Duty Ghosts. Now, it's a variation of that system to where they use currency. And you have a allotted currency, and each item that you choose within your loadout is going to cost a certain amount of that currency. Now, however, attachments, though, are free, which that's cool. You don't have to worry about attachments. You can always have attachments on your guns. And overall, it almost looks like a RPG skill tree. And I think that's very cool. I think it's going to add a brand new aspect to the game. And I'm excited to get my hands on it. Now, one of the things with the perks is there's a lot of perks. I think they said they've introduced 20 new perks, if I'm not mistaken. So there's a lot of them. And the perks have point values for how strong they are. So you have an allotted point value for perks, and you can have a number of combinations of perks. So I think that's really cool. And I'm excited, again, to get my hands on it. Now, another thing I'm excited for is just some of the overall additions that they've brought to this game. They've said they've added 30 brand new weapons overall, which is awesome, and I really hope that it's very well balanced because it's going to give us a lot of options, and I like having options. They've also added a new weapon mode class called Marksman Rifle. And this seems to be like where your MK14s or FALs are going to fit in, and I hope that these get used. I know I'd like to try them out, and I hope the balancing's there with all the weapons because I want to try them all out because I like to have variety. They've also added a ton of ground-based kill streaks, and they're kind of doing away with a lot of the air-based kill streaks, which I think is great because this is an infantry-based game. It's infantry-based warfare, and I think this is going to be cool. I'm excited to see what some of these brand new kill streaks they're going to introduce. They even said that the UAV is ground-based, so this is going to change the gameplay a little bit, and I'm excited to see how that affects it. Another thing next on the excited list is new game modes. They said they're introducing 7 brand new game modes. They did show us 2, which I'm very excited for, which is Cranked, which is probably what I'm most excited for. It's a variation of Team Deathmatch where after each kill that you get faster and faster, and you have a timer. You have 30 seconds to get another kill. If you do not, you die. I think it's just going to be chaotic, it's going to be hectic, it's going to be a lot of fun, and probably very stressful. The other game mode is Search and Rescue, which is a variation of Search and Destroy and Kill Confirm, to which it's Search and Destroy, but when you die, you drop dog tags. If your teammate collects that dog tags, you're back in. If the other team collects it, you're out. I think that'll be fun. I'm not much of a Search and Destroy player, but I love Kill Confirmed, so this is going to make me try this game mode. And then the other 5, who knows what they are, but I'm excited to see what they are. I'm also excited for the Hardened and Prestige editions. I'm kind of a collector myself. I love gaming memorabilia, if you will, and I've always liked the Prestige editions in the past, and I like what they're bringing here with the HD camera. And I think what I like most about it is that each one comes with the Season Pass. So you're going to get all the DLC if you pick up this version, and I like that. I think that's very cool. However, I don't like the price tags. They are the most expensive out of any of the Call of Duties, and I don't like that. Now, another thing I'm excited for is the audio enhancements. This sounds like they've spent a lot of time and work on these enhancements. Now, they said that the guns sound different inside and outside, which that's not that big of a deal, but that's a cool, nice touch. One thing that is really cool, though, is that grenade explosions actually ricochet, and you can hear that in the sound, whether it ricochets off a fence or a wall, anything like that, you're going to hear that. And I'd say the biggest change is that your teammates and characters are going to call out enemies within the game while you're playing multiplayer. And this, I'm curious to see how it's going to affect the gameplay, because if you got your teammate who's calling out a person behind you, that's going to help you out. So I think it's just going to add a slightly new aspect to it, and I think it's pretty cool. It's a nice touch. There's a couple things I'm not too sure about, which is the squad modes, which seems to be replacing Spec Ops mode, and also the clan vs clan, which seems to be replacing league play. I'm not sure how much I will be using of either one of those, but it does interest me, but I feel like I need some more information before I decide that, hey, that's for me. So I want to hear from you guys now. What did you think of the Call of Duty Ghosts multiplayer reveal? Did you like it? Are you excited now for Call of Duty like I finally am, because this is what I've been waiting for? Hit me up in the comment sections down below. If you guys enjoyed the gameplay, liked the video, which I know you did, please hit that like button, and also show me by subscribing to the channel, because I promise you, you will not regret it. Until next time, guys, I'm Bonfire, and I'll see you online. Hey guys, don't forget Facebook and Twitter. Hit that button down below.